This is Compounding number 2, part 2 of family betrayals. See, there's a thing about fighting that a lot of people don't seem to understand. And I gotta bring this up because it coincides with the video that I just finished about the guy from New York. Alright? You know, the one guy that I lost a sparring match to, because I've never lost a lot of sparring matches. I've lost maybe 2 in my lifetime. But never to black belts. And that guy, he just got damn lucky. And he proved that he was lucky because he wouldn't fight me anymore. And there's always beginner's luck. But when people are always throwing shit in your face, 9 times out of 10 it's because they want to beat your ass, but they know that they can't. And that seems to have been a family problem, which is how we got into this situation in the first place. Because here's the thing. You can talk a lot of shit, or you can do the shit that you say. Most people can't do the shit they say. That's why they say the shit that they want to do. But then when it comes down to you getting in their face, or somebody getting ready to take a swing, that shit very often doesn't happen. No, it really doesn't happen. Because the thing about people, and especially family, because no one hurts you more than family. No one wants to see you hurt more than family, especially my family. This is how that shit works. This is why that shit works. Because they also know that the family is the only reason, that word is the only thing keeping you from breaking somebody who's in your family's nose. And lots of people in my family could use a little bit of facial reconstruction. And if it wasn't illegal, and if I wasn't scared of going to prison for reconstructing their face, it had been done already. Because, you know, I'm not one of them people who don't keep my word. If I tell you I'm going to rearrange your dental work, all I got to do is find the right time, the right place, and no witnesses. I'm going to rearrange your damn dental work. You know? And you're going to know it was me, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when I'm going to catch you, where I'm going to catch you, how many people are around, and if I can get away with it without having to go to jail, I'm going to rearrange your dental work. Now, if you happen to be right up in front of me and you happen to threaten me in a private or a public spot, I stress this gracefully, and I say this lovingly, I will not be held responsible for what the fuck I do to you. So I don't go around starting fights. I finish them. I've never started a fight with anybody outside of my older sibling a day in my life. Most people have always just wanted to beat my ass because I look like I'm an easy target. That seems to be another problem with my family and family betrayals. And motherfuckers that get bigger than you and think they can beat your ass, and then they overstep their regions. You know, I've gotten into some good ones because of my younger brother. One of the younger brothers, the one that's biologically collected to me by my mother. My other 2 brothers on my father's side, we've never had minced words with each other. We've never had any issues. Whew, I'm gonna need some Pepto. My stomach is fucking killing me. And yes, I said that out loud. So after I finish this video, I'm gonna go drink a whole bottle. But anyway, not that bottle. Just so that you know, proof that I don't tell lies. I'm not going to drink this bottle. There's already a bottle in the refrigerator, which would be the bottle I'm going to get. I'm probably not going to drink the whole damn thing, though, but I'm going to drink a majority of that shit. But anyway, the whole thing is, you know, you don't pick fights with a fighter. You really don't. I've had lots of kids who I've changed diapers threaten to beat my ass. Lots of them. We'll beat your ass. We'll beat your ass. We'll beat your ass. And my thing about my family is it's fucking cool as shit how I got a family full of badasses when it comes to family members, but they ain't badasses when it comes to motherfuckers on the street. Because they know it's more than likely they're probably going to get their ass beat. I, on the other hand, am the opposite. I don't treat anybody any differently than I would treat anybody on the street until it's time to go. Now, 9 times out of 10, I don't go around looking for fights on the street. But if I get into a fight on the street, I'm ready. You know, but most people on the streets ain't gonna fuck with me. Now, there have been some incidences. You know, when I got out of the military, I became a borderline alcoholic. Biltmore knows me well. So one night I was coming home. I still had that basketball somewhere. It's not in here. I think it's in the shed, but I still have the basketball. I found the basketball rolling down the street, and I grabbed it. And some dudes in a burgundy car. It was 3 of them. I don't know the car. It was 3 of them. I know you're thinking, what does this have to do with family betrayal? I'm getting there. So I got the ball and I'm bouncing it across the street, and these guys come down there in their burgundy vehicle. They're going past freaking Live Arts, and I'm heading to that train track tunnel to go to First Street, or now Friendship Court. And I'm walking through there, and they drive and they damn near run me over, and they all holler out the window, "Hey, faggot!" So first and foremost, no offense to anybody gay, but I'm not gay, and I'm definitely not a faggot. I'm not a cigarette. No. And I stop in the middle of the street because you're really brave when you can drive down the road and yell at somebody out the window instead of stopping the car and getting out and fighting the person that you call a faggot. So wherever you guys are, you guys are macho. You're muscly. You're tough. So I stop in the middle of the street. I got the ball in my hand. Come back and beat this faggot. Now, mind y'all, I'm drunk as fuck. I'm not really drunk. I have a buzz. And my buzz went from feeling good to, I'm going to kill these three fuckers in this car. And yeah, they were black guys. You know, because, secretly, as Dave Chappelle says, secretly a lot of black people just can't fight. Now, the secret's out, Dave. Because Dave Chappelle's right. Secretly, a lot of black guys just can't fight. You know, it's generally that fear of black people that scare people away from fighting black guys. You know, when they look at me, they're like, well, they don't know what the fuck I am, so they don't assume that I can't fight, but they don't assume that I can either. But those three black guys, they were driving in a burgundy car, real tiny car, gunning up down the main drag that comes out on the top of the hill where Sacagaway is. And those three guys, man, you know, they didn't look back, they never stopped the car, but as they passed me, they called me a faggot. Because I was just coming past the Live Arts, and I would have to make a left to walk down the road to go to the damn train track thing. And that was like the easiest cut other than going across the train track, because I figured if I'm drunk and I pass out, it's safer to pass out under the train track than on the train track. So before I got there, like I said, they called me a faggot. And I was like, yo, come back and beat this faggot's ass, yo. But they never came back. I ain't never seen them since that shit. But, you know, like I said, I had my buzz and they killed it. So I got a basketball and I came home mad as hell. I dribbled the basketball all the way down to Rougemont. And again, mad as hell. Because that shit didn't have to happen. They didn't know who the fuck I was. I didn't know who the fuck they were, but they just knew I was a faggot. You know. So I kept on walking. Got home, went to sleep. Now, let's engage on why this is part of family betrayal. I've had family members whose, like I said, diapers I have changed, asses I have washed while their parents did nothing but lay outside and do pharmaceuticals. And those same kids also would threaten to beat me up as they got bigger. Now, earlier in life, my younger brother, we used to play wrestling all the time. And he was one of the people who always pretend like he couldn't feel pain. I had to teach him a very, very bad lesson the very, very bad way. See, what y'all fail to understand is the fact that wrestling is entertainment. The moves are real. The attitudes toward people most of the time is staged, and it's bullshit. Most of those guys are friends. And my brother went to go put me in a famouser. Made famous by Shawn Michaels and Dolph Ziggler. That's where you jump up and you put your thigh on the back of their head and slam their face to the ground. My brother had been beating me, and you know, in wrestling, every now and again, the face is supposed to turn it around. And when he went up for that famouser, he got a sit-down powerbomb. That caused a problem. First he started whining, then he ran up and told his daddy. Then his daddy and I had a few words. And his daddy was talking all kinds of stuff. I said, well, look. And the first thing he told me was, would you think I can't fight? I'll fight you. I said, well, I'm waiting on you, buddy. We can do this shit. I said, it ain't going to be a fight you're going to win, but it's going to be a fight. I said, oh, you think you're going to karate kick the shit out of me? I said, man, I'm going to do more than that. I'm not going to just let you beat my ass because you sleep with my mama. I said, that is not how this shit going to work. I said, yeah, you older and you wiser and you got a little bit more experience, but there's just one problem you forgot. I said, I know Kung Fu. So you can be older and wiser all you want. I'm younger, I'm faster, and I like to fight. So even if you beat my ass, I'm still going to win this son bitch. Because I'm not fighting to beat your ass. I'm fighting to survive. Which goes back to, from the first day I learned martial arts, I was taught you fight to survive. You don't fight to win. You don't fight for a championship. You fight to survive. Period. Now, if you actually get into a professional field and you can actually get a championship, then you fight to win. And a paycheck. But no, I never got that opportunity. So I fight to survive. So I don't go getting into fights because I know I can't cut this shit off. So, not too long after that, he spoke to my mom about having our little words and a famous sir, and I got in trouble. Wasn't too long after that, same kind of shit happened again. Wasn't too long after that, the cousin that passed in the other video is where I literally walked up to a 357 Magnum and put that shit to my head and said, pull the trigger, motherfucker, because it's the only way that you can whoop my ass. So knock yourself the fuck out. Then the next week, power driver. First it was a power bomb, then it was a power driver. You'd think he would have learned after that famous sir. But nope. They go running up the street to my cousin who was assassinated. He come right back down there, same damn time as it was the week before, with the 44 Magnum, and I walked straight up to the barrel and said, go ahead. You're doing me a favor. But also know this. This is the only way you can whoop my ass because you can't beat me fighting. It's like you may have went up north and became a bit of a gangster. But I'm the original OG. I'm a fighter. I ain't no fucking gangster. Granted, I was in his gang for 3 days way back when we were children. And I learned a lot from that 3 days. You know, I learned a whole lot about gangs and I never joined another one. Martial arts kept me on the straight and narrow. I will always be thankful for martial arts. And it has never, ever failed me. In every fight I've been in, I have been able to use martial arts successfully without so much as a fucking scratch. I done got hit a couple of times, but I've never lost. So that being said, we're going to end this video with, you know, when your own family is against you, you don't really have a whole lot of hope. No, you really don't. And if anybody in my family is watching this right now, think back to the events that I spoke of. Why would I lie about it? I don't tell lies. I haven't told a lie since I was 12, which brought this up because a couple of the people in question I was speaking to tonight, not the dead people, but some nephews. And it asked me what would I do if somebody got in my face. And I said, I ain't gonna do shit. You know why? He's just in my face. Now, once he swings at me, it's out. I say, because now you done already made your move. You drew back and you about to swing. So now negotiations are over. And whatever happens after you swing is your fault. And I promise you, the same thing I've told many of people. If you coming at me and you thinking because I'm 5'3", this is going to be a walk in the park, two things better happen. You better have some CS gas like they had at Fort Benning. That's going to slow me down or drain all the snot and mucus out of my body. You better have brass knuckles. You better have something like a gun that can stop me. Don't bring a knife, because I'm just going to take that from you because I was trained how to do that. And to be honest with you, don't bring a gun unless you're going to shoot me from 20 feet away. Because if you get within striking distance, not only am I going to take that son of a bitch, I'm going to shoot you in both your kneecaps. Then I'm going to pistol whip you. Then I'm going to shoot you in your elbows, the backsides. And I'm going to lay there and watch you bleed when the cops come. I'm going to hand them your gun. And I'm going to tell them, yes, I shot him with his gun. And why did I do that? Well, this motherfucker shouldn't have pulled the gun out on me. If you're going to pull a gun out on somebody, you better shoot them when you do that. And here's a piece of suggestion. Pow! Shoot them through your pants. See, usually people use guns because they're cowards. Or they're chicken shits. Or, let's be honest, they don't want to take an L. They scared that everybody gonna talk about that ass whooping they took. Hey, man. Maybe if you didn't go get into that situation in the first place, you wouldn't have took an L. But if you want to fight somebody who likes to fight, then that's what you need to be prepared for. If you want to fight somebody who's been fighting before your ass came into existence, who has been fighting before your parents came into existence, how bumpy you think that train ride's going to be? Because it's not going to be smooth sailing on your end. I'm going to know my way around the fight. No. Sparring is one thing. Fighting is another. And the difference between sparring matches is that we're not trying to hurt each other. But in a real life fight, I have every intention on hitting you with bad intentions. And it don't matter if you family, it don't matter if you a friend. It's going to be you or me. And it ain't going to be me. Because I have every intention on trying to put this hand, or this hand, or this foot, or this foot from one side of your body, through your body, to the other side of your body. Because that's what I was taught to do. So you might want to consider that before you go jumping into a fight with somebody. If you think you're a badass and you cross paths with somebody that was a UFC fighter, you fixing to get your ass kicked. If you think you're a badass and you come across somebody who's just a straight up street fighter, and you think you could, but you're not sure because you don't really have a real full means of testing your skills, you get your ass kicked. And think about getting your ass kicked. You will either learn from that mistake or you will want to seek revenge. Most people, especially people of color, they're going to want to seek revenge. So they're going to take the bitch way out. They're not going to go hit the gym, train, and come back to fight you. No. They're going to go get a knife, get a gun. They're going to come back like the bitch nigga that they is, or the pussy fucker that they are. And they're going to try to shoot you or stab you because they have no honor and they can't take the L. See, my generation, Generation X, we ain't had no problem fighting motherfuckers. We ain't had no problems getting our dinner work rearranged, going home, training, come back, try again. And as many times as it take, come back and try again. But the next generation and the new millennium people, y'all motherfuckers is just like on a whole nother level of cowardism. So, in closing, if your family does betray you, ain't nothing you can really do about it but accept it. Deal with it and keep it moving. I'm James Williams Jr. Be seeing ya.